on the ground, but I haters be jealous, cause I'm the right in their minds. In their minds, swear with me, boy, don't go right in their minds. Come on, every boy, there's a fight in their minds.
It's another football-filled weekend here in the Philippines Football League, and we're coming at you live from the Rizal Memorial Stadium. It's a big game between Stallion Laguna FC kontra sa Mendiola FC 1991. Dalawang koponan na desperadong makabalik sa win column, and we're so glad you could join us on this Saturday. Jing Hamlang kasama ang woman, myth, legend na nag-iisa na si Belay Fernando de la Cruz. Fantastic to be able to work with you, Belay. Are you excited for this game?
Yes, Jing, I'm very excited to be here. Loving watching the live stream of PFL online while we were away. Really good stuff here.
Welcome back to the Philippines, and now we've got a great game on our hands, as we mentioned. It's a big one. Tingnan natin sa league standings ngayon, no, kung saan nakapwesto ang dalawang koponan ng Stallion at ng Mendiola. Stallion Laguna, of course, is among the title contenders, but they scuppered a little bit in their form. That's why they are in third place as of the moment. Meanwhile, para sa Mendiola, they've had a mixed bag so far this season. Sila ay nasa 9th position ngayon dahil nanalo ang Maharlika earlier today.
Yeah, it's very difficult, to maintain yung pwesto sa taas. But, Stallion has always been expected to do well, and we hope to see them come back today. Meanwhile, Mendiola, always the fighters. They won't just let the game go. They will do their best to keep their standing or improve on it today.
Let's focus in on these gentlemen here. Stallion Laguna, matapos ang blistering start to the season, medyo nag-slow down ang kanilang campaign so far. No, 3-3 draw kontra sa Taguig, and of course that big defeat kontra sa Davao, where they conceded very, very late in the contest. They want to get restarted here in a big way, Belay.
Yeah, that's very difficult for Stallion Laguna to swallow, but like any top team, they have to move on and focus on the task at hand, which is Mendiola FC today.
And they've still got big games against UCFC, Kaya, and Cebu coming up this season. But these matches, katulad ng laban na to kontra dito sa Mendiola, is definitely one that they cannot overlook. Meanwhile, Mendiola, been a mixed bag so far this season. They lost against Manila Digger. They came back and won kontra sa Manila Monte. But they were expected to try to push on and get a win against Philippine Army. They came close, pero hindi lang talaga sila makalusot kay Mark Bedia in goal. So they settled for the draw. Ang sabi nga natin, a mixed bag, a loss, a win, and a draw in the last 3 outings.
Of course, it's been difficult for Mendiola without their star, si Hamed, no? They have a mix of their star players and then their very young players. So it's really going to be a mixed bag for Mendiola, but it's really about focusing on learning to work with that chemistry between those types of players and moving forward with that.
Two teams that are desperate to get back into the win column, and to learn more about these two sides today, let's send you over to Nina Alvea.
Both teams came from a weekend with undesirable outcomes, but like always, neither will back down without a fight. Stallion Laguna's head coach Ernie Nieras will be putting in players he doesn't usually put in, and that's due to a number of them having injuries, but he has trust that their deep bench will pull through. From today, all Coach Ernie wants is for them to be in control of the match, that only Mendiola will be doing the adjusting. Stallion Laguna was expected to be one of the teams to lead the standings here in the PFL, but that may seem to be a little hazy with their loss last weekend, and knowing that Mendiola FC defeated in one match in another league last year. I asked Mendiola FC coach Niboy regarding this, and he said from that match in the last year, this year's Mendiola is much more balanced in terms of players. Though Coach Niboy acknowledges that the Stallions may be stronger, he believes that the return of Hamed and Sajed today will definitely help the team. Collective effort and teamwork is what both coaches are expecting from the team. Let's see if they can achieve that with a win. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Nina Alvea, pitch side. Alalanin natin, no, not too long ago, naglaban ang dalawang koponan in the Copa Paulino Alcantara, and one of the surprises of that tournament was a 1-0 win in favor of Mendiola over Stallion Laguna. So, when you look at it on paper, perhaps one side favored over the other, but yan yung kagandahan ng football. You never know what's going to happen, and, this side, especially, itong Mendiola, they have a bit of confidence because they've done it before against Stallion.
Yeah, and it's about adjustment. When you've played an opponent so many times already in this league, in the cup, you have to adjust. You have to do better and make improvements in how you address this tactically.
Now, of course, this match will be a slightly different from that in the Copa dahil nga yung squads natin are very, very different at this point in time, particularly with the inclusion of more foreigners, Bella, you know? So exciting this season that we're seeing so much different types of quality on the pitch. And itong Stallion, it's really laced with so many good foreigners. Pero kung titingnan mo rin ang Mendiola, a lot of interesting characters as well.
Yeah, it definitely speeds up the game. When you have that level injected into the team, into the league, it really speeds up the level of the game.
It certainly has been making for entertaining contests here, and we are expecting no different between Stallion Laguna and Mendiola. Two teams already in the tunnel. Having a bit of a technical glitch there with our opening song, but we are going to get these players onto the pitch eventually. Big match between Stallion Laguna and Mendiola FC 9091. Who's going to take the spoils? We're going to find out ever so shortly. Thank you for joining us here from the Rizal Memorial Stadium. Jing Hamlang and Belay Fernando de la Cruz calling the action for you. Here we go.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let us welcome the teams of Stallion Laguna FC and Mendiola FC 9091.
Hamed Hajimadi, a true veteran here in Philippine football. Going to be the captain today for Mendiola FC 9091 from Iran. And he is well familiar with his opposite number, Matthew Nieras. The two have been going head-to-head almost a decade now here in the Philippines top flight. And it's going to be Michael Barajas in the middle, assisted by Brian Buergo, KB Nanyola, with Rodney Leble on the touchline. Some players unavailable here for Stallion today. No Ken Pride, as is usually the case. No Ciriliano as well. The big man in the middle. Let's take a look here at the starting 11 for Coach Ernie Nieras. Dorado and Trujillo on the wings. McDaniel leading the line. He's the top scorer of the league. Stefano steps into the middle. Still no Placito for them. Salazar partnering him there. They have Pickering and Schaffner on opposite sides, and it's the usual back line for them, of course, barring the absence of Ken Pride. So a few changes para dito sa koponan ni Coach Ernie Nieras as they look to bounce back after that heartbreaking defeat kontra sa Davao Aguilas UMAC. Ngayon, tutukan naman natin ang koponan ng Mendiola para kay Coach Jeffrey Quaicong. Let's take a look here. Anything that stands out to you, Belay?
Yeah, of course, I mentioned earlier, Hamed back from injury and Sajad available on the bench. But of course, Coach Jay Quaicong doing well, mixing his, of course, the San Beda boys together with their foreign players. So, yeah, looking good for Mendiola, looking up for this competition against Stallion.
One man to look out for as well. Hiromasa Ishikawa has been scoring some bangers this season. We'll see if he's able to continue that run of form kontra dito sa Stallion Laguna. First game that Laguna were unable to score was in that defeat to Davao. They're going to be looking to change that very quickly here against Mendiola's side that has struggled a little bit keeping the ball out of the back of the net. Any expectations as we start things off here, Bele?
I'm looking forward to a very physical match. Usually Stallion and Mendiola are very physical when it comes to their style of play, and just really like really good football coming from these two, trying to get back into the standings and improve on their points.
Napaka-crucial para sa Stallion Laguna na kung gusto pa rin nilang manatili nasa title race is really you cannot drop any more points. It's a single round robin. Basically, it's a sprint all the way to July. And there are no shortage of contenders this year. Nice little link up. Headed back towards the goalkeeper. Not on the same wavelength there. Lumabas si Betano from goal at lalabas ang bola for a corner kick. Of course, an interesting start to the match here. Almost a self-inflicted goal conceded by Mendiola.
It's just a miscommunication between the goalkeeper and the defense there.
First corner kick. And again, lack of communication perhaps with the center back and Betano in goal. You have to be pretty pleased with how things have unfolded here early on para sa Stallion. Trujillo. Oof, early attempt. Not far away.
You know, when Nina spoke to Coach Ernie earlier of Stallion, he mentioned he wanted to dictate the style of play. And as we can see here, how aggressive their front line is, led by Finn McDaniel, of course. So you can really see here that they are trying to dictate the way that Mendiola will attack this game.
Ang ganda ng pagbagsak ng bola sa harap ni Galiana. A really enticing one to take a crack at, and Betano has gifted it back here to Dorado. Dorado, early opportunity again para sa Stallion, just beyond the reach of Galiana.
We'll take a look again at another attempt in the first few minutes of this. A great cross by Dorado, just Galiana missing that contact for perfect timing. Within 3 minutes, Jing, there's been 3 attempts by Stallion already at goal.
And it looks like Mendiola need to shake off the cobwebs a little bit here, or the nerves. At a lot of those chances came self-inflicted mula sa kanila. Dorado once more getting to the byline. There were hands up for a penalty. At ang sasabihin dito ni Michael Baras na lumabas ang bola for a corner. Actually quite interesting to see kung may contact nga dun sa kamay ng defender. But they will get a corner kick here. So another corner kick already here for Stallion. We're not even 5 minutes in. Headed away. Only until the edge of the box. Tuloy-tuloy ang pressure dito ng Stallion in the opening exchanges. And finally, Mendiola now with an opportunity to head the opposite direction. Ishikawa able to get in front of Schaffner, but it's poked away. Opportunity to breathe now para sa Mendiola FC. On the back foot a lot in these opening 5 minutes. Nice control for Galliano. Salazar. They're going to spread the plate. Didn't quite get the contact he wanted. Hinahanap sana si Dorado. And this will calm the nerves a bit para kay Betaño. No nonsense wala sa Stallion. They're really engaging up high, forcing Mendiola into some mistakes. Stefano. Dorado in support. Taking a shot there. Betaño unable to keep that from being a corner kick. A third already here for Stallion.
Yeah, nahihirapan talaga yung Mendiola right now with their back three and their wing players not being able to arrest the onslaught of the wingers of Stallion. As you can see, talagang hirap na hirap yung back three nila.
Last delivery mula kay Galliana, medyo nabitin. Tingnan natin kung may improve niya dito. Definitely a lot more height on it. To the far post, Silva. Trying to float back into the danger zone. Hamed Hajimadi now with the ball. It's been a big loss for them in the last couple of games. Hamed Hajimadi, of course, a real influential player. Has the captain's armband for a reason. Certainly a big plus for them that he is back on the pitch. Masyado lang physical mula kay Charles Pickering.
And you know, as this game progresses, mas magiging physical sila as, you know, it becomes more difficult for Stallions. If they don't find their goal, they will be frustrated. So Mendiola just needs to hold on.
Kind of weather the storm here, the brave men of Mendiola. Pero ramdam na ramdam natin yung intention ng Stallion very early on. No? There was a few question marks on whether or not medyo madidemotivate sila after the defeat kontra sa Davao and how their run has been scuppered in the last couple of weeks. But eto nakikita natin very early on how motivated they are about trying to get on the score sheet early here. Movement here from Garmouche. Trying to find a teammate in support. McDaniel. Doesn't have the numbers here, but he's going to go on his own. Nobody home as Galliana had been tripped up. Dorado. Pulling the trigger. Just wide of the post.
Good intention there by Finn McDaniel. Unfortunately, there were no white shirts inside the box, and Mendiola covered well there. All of them behind, the whole back line behind the ball.
It's been a breakout season of sorts para kay Finn McDaniel. Currently the leading scorer para sa Philippines Football League. He's a very young man, Finn McDaniel. He's really reveled in this new position where he's leading the line for Stallion. He's been repaying the faith with 11 goals already this season.
Yeah. Let's see if the streak will continue and he can lead Stallion to the top.
And Salazar. Stallion still missing the services of Placito, who's been influential in their early bright start to the season. Hajimadi, close control, pero tumama sa kamay. The technique, parati natin maaasahan mula kay Hamed Hajimadi. Was a futsal player in his youth.
Very experienced, no? Veteran moves.
I'm not sure. I think he made it into the Iranian national team for futsal back in the day. Chance there, right in front of goal. Charles Pickering looped it.
No gold shirts there. Jumping up with Pickering. Good delivery by Stefano. Not headed well by Mendiola, and no one marking Pickering, but unfortunately could not get the contact that he would like.
Lumabas yung pagka-defender niya ata doon.
Lob yung naging contact.
Instinct niya mag-clear. Just beyond. And Paolo Pavone getting to that one. Mendiola now looking to get an opportunity to express themselves here with possession. But they're forced backward very quickly. Betano under pressure. Nice little touch on. Hamed Hajimadi can get in behind. He's got Gamlush behind. Ishikawa inside the box. Looking to pull the trigger there from distance was Yusuke Nita. Balik naman sa kabila, Dorado. Space to operate for the Brazilian. Gets past one. Looking to square, and it's going to be another corner kick for Stallion. They're racking up these set pieces.
That was really good recovery by Tanya Moore. Just when you thought he got beat by Dorado, he comes back. Unfortunately, ends up in a corner for Stallion.
This time, si Dorado na ang kukuha. There's a player down inside the box, and it's going to go against Stallion, despite Silva hitting the deck.
Despite Stallion being aggressive on the attack, I do have to compliment the way they rush back down, and their defensive block is behind the ball right away.
Better here from Betano. Getting a lot of distance on that one. At masyadong physical dun si Paolo Pavone. So despite being bombarded early on, Mendiola keeping this scoreless, keeping it tight. You're gonna have to be pretty pleased if you're on the touchline here for Mendiola. But things haven't escalated yet.
Just had to shake off the jitters.
Hamed just having a bit of fun here. Messing with Galeana a bit. And Hamed Hajimadi now, after over a decade here in the PFL. Amazing that he's had such continuity at the top flight of Philippine football. Floated in a danger area. No one able to take advantage. You've had the opportunity to enjoy Hamed Hajimadi over the course of his time here. He's played for several big clubs, and now he's here in Mendiola, still playing in the top flight. Are you surprised that he's still here, being able to play at such a high level?
Now, you know, Hamed is really a technical player. As he said, he was a futsal player. If he can maintain his fitness, you know, there are players who've done it, maintained it throughout the years.
Finn McDaniel. Chance para kay Galeana ngayon. He buries it into the bottom left corner. Mendiola inaasahan na may offside flag, but it stayed down from the assistant referee. He had all the time and space in the world, and he made no mistake there. Great finish to make it 1-0.
Yeah, we have to take a closer look at that. Everyone on Finn McDaniel there, and Finn finds a way to lay it off to Galeano. There's 6 players surrounding him, but he's able to make that pass. Unfortunately, it looks like they do not get that offside call because they had that one fullback left behind in line with with Galiana.
It's a good call mula dito sa ating assistant referee. Spot on there. Nakita natin sa replay. Fullback just straight to keep Galiana on side. And finally, the deadlock has been broken. The resistance broken through.
Ito yung sinasabi ko na hindi ma-mark ng wingers yung side players, no, when they're attacking, and they're just clumped up there in the middle, and unfortunately they can't arrest the sides, which they have to be addressing.
Just rewards for a rampant Stallion Laguna. On side. Yusuke unable to find a teammate there. We got an opportunity now to send you pitch side with Nina Alvia.
In the past few games, Mendiola has had sabi ni Coach Niboy Pedemonte na sa bawat match, he just wants his players to absorb every experience. He knows that the foreign players of Stallion Laguna are really good, so Mendiola's approach for today is more conservative as they try to control the strong attacks of Stallion Laguna. As mentioned earlier, the return of both Hamed and Sajad today will aid the younger players, both strategically and most likely emotionally. From previous games, Hamed actually prides himself in being seen as a kuya to the younger ones, so let's watch out if their presence back on the field will affect the outcome today. Jing and Belay?
Maraming salamat, Nina Alvia from pitch side. And Sajad, of course, available, pero nasa bench lang para kay Coach Niboy Pedemonte. And here is Hamed, 36-year-old veteran. He's been on the ball quite a bit today for Mendiola. He's making a run in behind as well. Going to be caught offside, however.
Masyadong maaga yung takbo or masyadong late yung pass. One or the other, hindi sila nakakonect that time. But it was a good run, good idea by Hamed there to collect the ball to beat the backline of Stallion.
Meanwhile, Alexis Lampines getting an earful mula kay Hiromasa Ishikawa na hindi pa masyado nakakahawak ng bola today. Wanted that ball into the box, and that was a shot from Finn McDaniel. 74% possession para sa Stallion Laguna. Really not much of a surprise there, Bella.
Yeah, it's quite clear, and Mendiola have to do a bit better when they have the ball coming from the goal kick. They need to work on their possession game. Stallion Laguna are winning the ball in the air much more than them and keeping that ball. So they have to work a bit on connecting with their teammates and keeping that ball.
Going for it from way out there. Perhaps yung frustration itong si Ishikawa, nararamdaman na natin dito, taking that one from a rather precarious position. Galiana. Didn't anticipate where that ball was going to be. It runs out of play. Mendiola, narinig natin mula dun sa report ni Nina, ay medyo conservative ang game plan nila today. But they are dangerous on the counter. Schaffner doing his best there to shield the ball, pero enough trouble caused there on the far side. Well done. A good effort mula kay Eli John Razonable to earn the corner kick, and they play it quickly. Looking to curl that one, just didn't dip in time. Ang ganda sana kung nakascore doon si Razonable. Earned the corner kick and able to score.
It was a good shot. You can't get mad at him for that. It's Mendiola doing well to press and pressure Stallion for that corner, but Stallion's defense has proven to be very disciplined.
Stefano. Pavone earning more minutes here. Eager to impress Coach Ernie Nieras in this fresh stint with Stallion Laguna. Dorado. We're going to link up here with Finn McDaniel. Quick little spin move. Dorado unable to control. Lalabas ang bola for a goal kick. There's been a lot said about Finn McDaniel this year. Obviously, with his ability to be top scorer. Pero parang iba ang nakikita natin confidence ngayon mula sa number 8 ng Stallion Laguna. Just 24 years of age, Bella. You'd imagine there's going to be quite a few eyeballs on him. And with a FIFA window coming up, you wonder if he's going to make his way into the Philippine men's national football team soon.
Finn McDaniel obviously been very impressive, but you know his combination and his link up with Dorado and Galeana, the 3 attackers of Stallion, just look like they've been playing together for years.
Dorado, always available on the left side today. Nililipat niya. Charles Pickering from the right back position. Good turn. Trying to get it into the danger zone. That's safely into the hands of Betaño, who's looking to release quickly. Ali Gamlush. Lots of room in the middle. Ladines gets it wide. Razonable. Unable to find a teammate. It's taken away nicely by Stefano. Unable to exchange. And Salazar called for the foul. The Japanese player was clipped. Yusuke Nita. Tingnan natin.
Yes, just a delayed tackle there by Stefano. Not even a tackle, just an unintentional step there na sumabit yung player ng Mendiola.
Looking to test Cortez. It's the first time he's had the ball in his hands. And again, Dorado has had plenty of room to work with. Being shadowed here by Yuan Renya. McDaniel. Fake the pass to Galeana. Just looking to manufacture just a bit of room. Ishikawa. Offside. Has deceptive pace itong si Ishikawa. The way he runs, it doesn't look like he packs a lot of speed.
Yeah, and another good idea there by Ali to pass ahead. Unfortunately, offside. Good call by the assistant referee.
Tanya Moore doing well against Dorado. Matching him for pace there. Hajimadi looking to release Ishikawa, unable to do so. Composed football mula sa Stallion. Galeana brought down inside the box. No whistle. Barajas had a good view. Mendiola just interested in playing on here. Galeana has stayed down. And Ahmed sending that ball out. I thought he was sending the ball out of play to give Galeana an opportunity to get treatment.
But fair play to Betaño, helping out Galeana when he fell. Let's take a look at that really dangerous but closely executed tackle.
It's a dangerous one, but mukhang malinis. Got to be brave to slide inside the box like that. You have to get your timing perfect.
Confidence.
And Galeana hunting for a second in this match. But a high pressure being shown here mula sa Mendiola. Bit of a switch up para kay Niboy Pedemonte. They're saying they were going to play a little bit more conservatively. 7 shots on target, or rather just 7 shots in total para sa Stallion. Dalawa mula sa Mendiola.
You know, when you talk Jing, about the switch of pace, of tactic of Mendiola, just the intensity of this game, it's just a lot of back and forth, box-to-box action. You wonder how long they can maintain this, the fitness level of both teams.
Good ball from Schaffner. Galeana, second crack at it. Gonna go out for a corner kick. Lovely work from the left side mula kay Christian Schaffner. Let's have a look at that.
Beating down the flank, razonable there. Galeana taking a shot straight to Season, going out for the corner in favor of Stallion Laguna.
Back-to-back blocks para kay Jeljel Season. At nabanggit mo nga, Bella, you know, there's a lot of back and forth here, particularly para sa Mendiola. They've been running without the ball most of that time. And you wonder how that takes a toll on their cardio and how their players will fatigue as this game wears on. Another corner kick, this time on the opposite flank. Actually, just a throw in. Gamlush just couldn't bring it under his spell there. Salazar has room to work with. Galeana on the opposite side. Salazar! Nice little give and go. Isa na namang corner kick para sa Stallion. They've really been getting a lot of these opportunities.
Just some last-ditch defending from Mendiola there to make sure that the ball doesn't go towards the goal.
Played short this time. Edge of the box. He's gone for it. It's a great strike. Julian Stefano with an opportunity. And that's a good stop mula kay Betanyo.
It's gotta give him some confidence there, Jing. It's a good save.
Let's take a look at that. Oof.
Great touch. Good power behind the shot.
It looked like it was going to sneak in there.
Well read by the keeper.
Corner kick once more for Laguna. Deep one. To be fair, Mendiola have been defending well from these corner kicks. Easy offside. Called there on Schaffner on the return ball. They got to be closing in on double digits in terms of corners already at Tong Stallion, but they haven't been able to take advantage.
They have their entire team, all the field players in the half of Mendiola attacking that ball.
As we close in on 30 minutes here, Stallion Laguna with a slim advantage. To be fair, they'd be pleased to be in front, perhaps deservedly so. Pero kung ikaw ay nasa sideline ng Mendiola, are you disappointed with what you've seen so far, or are you reasonably pleased with this scoreline?
I think, you know, they've had a lot of close.
Ooh. So close there from Ahmed Hajimadi. Just trying to loop that in. And of course, Star Polaris, our official match ball in the Philippines Football League. And that Star Polaris almost snuck in that crossbar. Sneaky mula kay Ahmed Hajimadi.
That was a great shot. There almost went in. Baka a little bit rusty from his few game break and due to his injury, but that was a really good shot. And as I was saying, Mendiola should be pleased. At the same time, if I were the coach, there are a few things that they can take advantage of and hopefully be tackled during halftime by their coach. We take a look here again at that beautiful first-time shot by Hamed, just missing it by inches.
Iba din yung confidence ito si Hamed. First time from way out there to try to loop it over the goalkeeper.
It's a good touch.
Only a few players would have that intention in mind right away. Speaks of the quality of the man. A signal of intent as well mula sa Mendiola. Really can't sleep on this side. One goal advantage, certainly not safe kung ikaw ay Stallion. For all the possession and all the chances, Kamlush with some lovely footwork there. Hindi naman to, sense of urgency mula sa Mendiola. Trying to get Ishikawa into a danger zone here. Chance! Look at that. Almost catching Stallion Laguna napping.
And that's exactly what I was talking about. You can definitely take advantage of the high play of Stallion, back three, just in the back, with that fast play that Hamed did there. They were able to catch them off guard and able to get a really good shot on goal. Beautiful shot by Cortez there.
Razonable, stinging the gloves. And that's the first real save that Cortez has been forced into. They came up good on that occasion. Corner kick now. Lovely delivery. And just over the bar. Amount of curl on that one mula kay Razonable. At isa na namang corner kick ang ibibigay dito. Bit of pushing. Yuan Renya taking offense to Matthew Nieras.
This is the intensity we were expecting from the beginning between these two teams. They are going to fight for every point they can.
Nieras, captain of Stallion, never going to back down in these types of physical sequences. In fact, he's probably enjoying a little bit of a tussle here. Barajas keeping a close eye on it. Can Mendiola execute better here? Another good ball mula kay Razonable. Ishikawa getting there. But it's looped up and off target from the Japanese striker.
They get the contact that they want from that corner kick. Unfortunately, it's not towards the goal, but Mendiola inching their way towards possibly a game-tying goal.
They've come alive here late on in the first half. That goal by Galeana early in this first half, putting an end to their scoreless run. So not going to be a streak of any sort for Stallion being kept out from the score sheet. Getting distance on it, Cortez, but it's beyond Pickering. Tumataas na dito yung confidence ng Mendiola. Just get a feel that momentum is going in their direction.
Definitely feeling the pace intensifying and the press inching its way into Stallion side of the pitch.
McDaniel able to turn. Dorado on the right side. Dangerous ball into the middle. McDaniel, even with his pace, couldn't get there in time.
Beautiful ball in from Dorado.
Really whipped that in. A lot of pace. And 10 minutes to go in this opening period. And Stallion Laguna desperate to get a cushion here and a reward for all of their dominance in terms of possession and chances. Pero nabuhayan din dito ang Mendiola. In fact, sa pinapakita nila, you wouldn't be surprised if it was a 1-1 scoreline at this point.
Very deceptively fast players.
Season opting to go long. Under pressure was Renya. Betaño. Nagulat ng konti dun sa bilis ni McDaniel. And Mendiola attempting to play themselves out of trouble. It's a good turn. Ishikawa getting in behind, pero tumaas ang offside flag. He would have been through on goal. Ishikawa looking to contest that.
Very close, pero sa paningin ko watching it live, mukha siyang offside. Apabilis lang talaga ni...
Yun. That was a dangerous game being played by Pavone, but he played it perfectly. Stepped up. At nakita natin doon sa replay. Good call from our assistant referee.
Actually, very good call so far from the officials during this game. Really on point.
It's important to give the officials praise when they deserve it. A lot of the time they're on the receiving end of criticism. Hajimari getting in the way. Dorado couldn't thread it. Mendiola now anticipating where the danger is better. Ishikawa needing to check his run here. He's offside. Kaya naman hindi siya nabigyan ng bola ng mga teammates niya. And rightly so. Just drifted a little bit too early there.
Medyo masikip na dun for that switch, no? Basang-basa na ni Pavone yung diagonal pass.
Dorado denied possession. Strong defending mula kay Lampines. And again, Ishikawa has gone too early. He's going to get a yellow card here. Or at least a warning for taking that shot.
Masyado siguro siyang mabilis, Jing.
Ishikawa frustrated, disappointed. Let's take a look at it here. Look at him go again.
Way ahead.
Mga veterano kasi mga kalaban na to eh. Matthew Nieras doing well there, stopping his run, knowing that Ishikawa was going to be offside at the point of the pass. It only takes one though para kay Ishikawa. If you can get in behind the defense, his record of scoring one-on-ones has been very good this season. Stefano. Dorado keeping this play going for Stallion. McDaniel taking it first time. Didn't really get a hold of it. It's been one of the traits of McDaniel this season. Not kind of taking shots off beat or in a manner na medyo nakakagulat para sa depensa.
Yes, pero medyo nakapag-settle down and nakapag-adjust na yung defense ng Mendiola as well as goalkeeper.
A great chance here for Griffin McDaniel. He's pushed it out wide, however. Had gotten in behind and on a rare opportunity to do so as well. Perhaps anticipating na mas maraming humahabol sa kanya. And here is that opportunity earlier.
Yes, he takes that shot straight at the defense of Mendiola and tries to pull a sneaky, hinahanap niya yung bottom corner ng goal.
Griffin McDaniel really trying to leave his mark here today. Desperate to get back on the score sheet. Ito, tingnan natin yung last sequence of play with him. Just couldn't sort out his footing there.
Medyo malakas yung push ng bola. Hindi niya nahabol with the space that he had.
He was behind Jel season there. Galeana working on the left side now. Squaring it for McDaniel. This time he's looped it from close range. Left-footed this time mula kay Finn.
The wingers of Stallion, they're really giving good deliveries to Finn McDaniel. And, you can feel na konti na lang at makakascore na siya ng goal. It's coming from both sides, left and right.
One thing about Finn McDaniel, may take a few chances to find the back of the net, but once he does, he usually gets more than one. Salazar. Stefano looking to thread it for Dorado. Babagsak para kay Daniel. McDaniel left-footed. Wide of the post.
Another excellent passing sequence from Stallion. What a pass to Dorado, whose touch finds its way to Finn McDaniel, who has 3 Mendiola defenders in front of him and unfortunately makes it difficult for him to find that angle to take that shot.
Only one thing on his mind. You can see there on that replay, once he gets the opportunity to fire, he's taking it. But after that miss, pinawa-warm up na dito. Yeah, Coach Ernie Niera, si Junior Sam, comes off the bench in a big way for them. McDaniel's offside. Drew a save from Betaño. It was off his line very quickly as well.
This is where Finn McDaniel has to not let the frustration get to his head. That was a close, very close call, but the angle obviously of the assistant referee is better than ours, calling it an offside, but a save anyway by Betaño.
Sinigurado ni Betaño. Jesus Salazar. Stefano going for it. That was definitely on target. Great stop mula kay John Betaño.
Grabe yung contact ng bola with Stefano and the power that he unleashes when he takes these shots. Forces that save from Betaño, who has looked more alive in the second part of this first half.
Medyo worrying yung simula ni Betaño in the opening 5 minutes, but he's certainly settled in. He's looking very difficult to beat at the moment. Another in the multitude of corners for Stallion in this first half.
Very interesting kung paano sila naka-layout sa loob ng box. Hiwa-hiwalay sila, one with the goalkeeper and the rest just sitting back.
Stefano gonna take this one. In swinger, it's a deep one. Mendiola win it. But a lot of these fouls on corners against Stallion. One of the reasons why they haven't been able to take advantage of these set pieces. I'm sure if you're Coach Ernie Nieres, you can't help but be a little bit disappointed that they haven't been able to take advantage.
Susunod on 2 minutes.
2 minuto ang idadagdag sa ating first half. Playing it out wide, Season under pressure. Diretso kay Matthew Nieras. Tracking back was Yusuke Nita. Salazar touched just a bit too strong there. Mendiola have looked a different side in the back half of this opening period than they did in the opening exchanges.
Yes, definitely the connection of yung passes nila have improved in the latter part, and they need to continue to keep the ball protected whenever they have possession like they do now.
Easy call for Mike Barajas as Ali got under Salazar. Gawa pang magreklamo nitong si Ali Gavlush. Kitang-kita yung sahod niya.
Light touch lang daw.
Schaffner. Galiana. Going to find some joy here on the left side, and he's gotten a bit of room. One-on-one against his man. Good recovery from Sison. And well spotted was the run by Stefano. And there is the halftime whistle. Just the one goal between the two teams. Goal mula kay Galiana. The difference so far between these two sides. Despite being ahead, though, you'd imagine there's going to be a lot to talk about. Para sa Stallion Laguna, Coach Ernie Nieres will not be pleased that it has just been one goal so far in this game. Meanwhile, para sa Mendiola, bukang-buka pa yung laro. They've settled in nicely, recovered well after going behind, and they still have 45 minutes to go. Quick breather, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
website pfl.org.ph for more details on the Philippines Football League 2024.
Halftime at the Rizal Memorial Stadium, where Stallion Laguna are 1 goal ahead contra sa Mendiola FC 1991. Just a 1-goal difference here. Galiana Trujillo with a goal in the 15th minute. It looked like there was a potential na bumukas yung floodgates at magkaroon ng maraming goals mula sa Stallion. However, Mendiola medyo nabuhayan itong in the back half of that first half, and really nakita natin, no, they even came close on the opposite end themselves. But it was a flying start para sa Stallion Laguna, and perhaps a nervous beginning para sa Mendiola FC.
Yes, definitely nakita natin yung adjustment as the game progressed from Mendiola's side, both defensively and attacking-wise. So I'm curious to see how Coach Jake Waikong will adjust his team in preparation for the second half. Yung Stallion naman, they need to, not be frustrated by yung number of chances that they've taken and just that 1 goal by Galliano on the scoreboard. So Coach Ernie Nieras, must not be that happy with the scoreline, but still happy with the performance of the.
Meanwhile, para sa Mendiola, ito naman nakikita natin, no, wave after wave of Stallion attack. But nag-respond naman ang Mendiola after they settled into the game. They got their chances of their own. Here, back-to-back sila, drawing that save from Alfredo Cortez. But you must say, improve ang kanilang depensa. The chances dried up for Stallion. And strangely enough, after 16 shots, 7 on target, 59% possession para sa Stallion, lahat ng numero nasa side nila. Pero masasabi natin na perhaps si Jeffrey Quaicong at si Niboy Pedemonte, they're not gonna be that disappointed with what they saw in that opening half para sa Mendiola.
Yes, from 76% possession of Stallion in the first part of the first half, naging 59% na lang siya. So, although they still dominated possession, they were able to limit the possession of Stallions.
Now, let's check in pitch side with Nina Alvia.
It's known that if Stallion Laguna wants to win this whole tournament, they cannot afford any more losses. This is why head coach Ernie Nieras stressed that all he wants today is a win. And he knows that by doing so, they cannot rely on individual players, so they must utilize the tactics as a whole team. And I think Mendiola was ready for this because Coach Niboy said that he expected that the ball possession would be mostly to the Stallions, and the focus really is on defense and hurting them in transition. So with the second half left, really anything can happen in either of the team's favors. Jing and Belay?
Thank you so much there, Nina Alvia, pitch side. And yun nga, no, bilog ang bola, kahit ano, pwede pa mangyari sa ating second half. And the anticipation of Mendiola in terms of being forced to do a lot of defending, it really came to the fore there in our first half, at least in the second part of that first half. And of course, PFL, powered by 8 Cuts Burgers. Fantastic to have them on board here, particularly at the Rizal Memorial Stadium, where you can enjoy their onion rings while enjoying the action. I certainly was earlier.
Yes, masarap yung onion rings. Wala akong masabi.
But as we were mentioning, no, para medyo strange lang na dahil lamang ang Stallion Laguna, pero perhaps between the two coaches, si Ernie Nieras ang mas disappointed, and we'll be hoping for more in this second half.
Yes, and as we can see right now, there's 3 subs preparing to go on the pitch. So a lot of adjustments expected from Stallion Laguna in the second half.
So nakikita natin dito si Jacob Peña. Hinahanda pumasok si Mateus Felipe Olivera de Moraes. At ang si Christian Ivanovski ay papasok na rin para dito sa kupunan ng Stallion Laguna. Iba rin talaga ang depth nitong kupunan ni Coach Ernie Nieras. So much firepower available to Stallion. At ang mga papalitan dito, Julian Stefano, Jesus Salazar, and it looks like Stefano, or rather Pavone, is going to be giving way. So Stefano, Pavone, and Salazar off the pitch. We'll see how that impacts our game. Surprised by the triple change here at halftime, Bele?
You know, I think Coach Ernie wants to shake it up. You know, he's very radical when he makes these changes, and he wants to see how they can generate more goals sa second half.
And meanwhile, no changes para sa koponan ng Mendiola. Glad you could join us over pfl.org.ph or Premier Sports or Blast TV, wherever you are enjoying your PFL action. Jing Hamlang and Bele Fernando de la Cruz joining you. We've got Nina Alvia pitch side as well. Just a 1-goal difference in a match that many foresaw as a potential blowout in favor of Stallion. A lot of people looking at the lineups and expecting a one-sided match. We've been pleasantly surprised by how Mendiola have really acquitted themselves very well here against Stallion Laguna, and perhaps even threatening to draw level here on several occasions.
Nagsimula na rin mag-high press yung Mendiola right before the second half. So nape-pressure na ngayon yung depensa at saka yung goalkeeper ng Stallion.
Doon nga na nakita natin yung pagkakaiba ng possession stats from 74 to 59. And this certainly has played an impact in how the game has changed. Unable to keep that in play. Jel Sison has been busy, but he's been effective in keeping out the likes of Galeana and Dorado. No easy task, by the way. But now they're going to be dealing with the threat of Ivanovsky as well. Here he is. Peña pulling the trigger. First touch on the ball. Going for goal.
Medyo gigil siya nun. He wasn't ready to be taking that shot, but you know, who can fault him? They're trying to get some more goals in this game, and he shot his shot.
Now, Coach Ernie Nieras has been bringing in Jacob Peña as a means to sort of open up defenses. He did so against Davao as well. So they're relying on his creativity and his attacking prowess. We'll see how he affects this match against Mendiola.
Of course, Justin has been very experienced in a lot of youth national teams. So he's not a stranger to these types of situations.
Throw in on the far side here. And well defended again by Mendiola. Hindi sila nakalayo. Nice little drop with the shoulder. We're going to switch it out. Galeana. We're going to keep this in. Huling-huli yung hatak doon mula kay Sison. At ang unang dilaw mabibigay sa kanya.
Di madaling i-mark si Galeana, so he had to pull out all the stops. And you can see clearly here na he was being beat almost by Galeana, and he had to tug that shirt to not let him get into the box.
One for the team. Mula kay Jel Sison. So to get the yellow card or risk having Galeana bearing down on goal. Finn McDaniel lining this one up. He's not going to curl that to the far post. Still looking for his first of the night. He's been goalless in his last few outings. Itong si Finn McDaniel still leads the league with 11 goals, but he's desperate to add to that total. Now look at this from Mendiola, able to play them their way out in midfield here. Slight pull mula kay Peña, natawagan. Didn't even look like Ali was going to get there. Mendiola bailed out a little bit. 5 minutes in, certainly a better start to this half than the previous one para sa Brave Men.
Definitely nag-improve yung passing nila and keeping the ball in this first 5 minutes.
Madaling salo para kay Alfredo Cortez. It's going quickly. Impressive touch mula kay Galiana. Schaffner. He's gonna win a corner kick. 7 lang ang nakalagay sa ating statistics kanina, which is a bit of a surprise. I thought there might be more. But certainly they've been racking up these opportunities from the set piece.
I think kasi sunod-sunod siya. So, nagmukhang mas marami, more than 7. It was just an onslaught.
Galiana's ball. This one into the back of the net. Charles Pickering getting his head to it. And Stallion getting their second here early in the second half.
Mendiola were in the box, really waiting and marking their men, but it got past them. Beautiful corner kick in by Galiaga, but Pickering and Theo there, both of them. If we look at the slow-mo, yes, goes to number 7 of Stallion, just ahead above all the Mendiola defenders, and Betaño coming out too early.
Oliveira de Moraes, the man with the final touch. And Pickering went for it as well, but missed. He was right there to turn it in. The substitute making an instant impact off the bench. The substitutes of Stallion unable to make the difference in the match against Davao, and they've made amends here early on. Peña getting an earful from Ernie Nieras after misplacing that one. Doesn't want the standards to drop, not even a little here, Coach Ernie.
Syempre, after a tough loss, they're looking for a statement win to get them back on track.
Nieras threading it to Ivanovsky. And he's off to the races here. Galiana. Getting it to Finn McDaniel. Ivanovsky. Getting it back to McDaniel, who was onside. They're going to swing it. Oliveira on that side. Dropping for Dorado. Back to back for Stallion Laguna. They make it 3. The 2 Brazilians doing the damage there. And they want more goals.
Such a vision from Finn McDaniel there. Nakita niya na bukas si De Moraes, who looks for Finn McDaniel again, but Betaño comes in, shoves it out, but Dorado is there to finish it and find the back of the net.
Back-to-back Brazilians on the score sheet. Adding to the goal of Mexican-born Galiana in the first half. Hajimadi keeps it in. Ishikawa running into space. He's been desperate to get more involved in this game.
Just sensible defending there from Matt Nieras.
Dorado. Looking to find his way through between two defenders. Nita disappointed, but there's definitely contact. He's in the mood now. Magson Dorado. Dangerous from any flank that he's placed.
Dangerous, taking a shot, dangerous passes being made by him.
And there, nakita natin, pati yung dribbling skills nandyan din for the Brazilian winger. Finn McDaniel lining this one up. Bit of a tricky angle for him. At least going direct to goal. He does lift it. Chance there for Pickering. Headed away by Sison. Dorado now. Linking up with the Argentinian, Ivanovsky. Two number 10s going at it. And it's Gabe Silva. Squares it for McDaniel. Munti ka na. Magkaroon ng oportunidad para kay Galiana. Gonna be a corner kick. McDaniel was backtracking there, just couldn't adjust his body in time. Looking for a white shirt is Dorado. It's bounced around dangerously. Ball to chase there. Chance here. Just beyond the reach of Finn McDaniel. Razonable. Had it taken away. And his attempt to recover was late, as Ivanovsky had gotten to the ball first.
Just a clumsy tackle there from Razonable.
Ito, makikita natin ulit. There's the loose touch initially. He's come in there looking to recover. Got a lot of Ivanovsky and none of the ball. Ishikawa. A frustrating evening continuing for him. Siguro mabibilang natin sa isang kamay yung number of touches niya sa bola. Gabe Silva stepping in. Looking for support. Scott Galiana out wide. Showed too much. Jeljel Sison presenting the ball back to Galiana. Just enough physicality. Jimadi gets the ball forward on the only occasion perhaps that Ishikawa was not running in behind. Chance dito para sa Mendiola. That one just overtouched. At ngayon magkakaroon na ng mga substitution para dito sa Mendiola. We're gonna see the introduction of Sajad. Mohibizade papasok dito. He's been a player that Mendiola have been hoping to get involved. And now here he is. Papalitan dito si Ali Galmush. At papasok na rin si Peter John Banaynal.
Ali Gamsut, replaced by player number 18, Sajad Mohibizade.
Parang nakita ni Coach Jake Waikong yung difference ng fresh legs, new players sa Stallion and the intensity that it brought them. So, good timing for substitutions and fresh legs as well for Mendiola.
Star Polaris, the official match ball of the PFL. getting physical out there. And Dorado wasn't bothered one bit by that. Kaso si Michael Barajas will need to talk. And Dorado standing his ground. Arenya having a word with him. Ito makikita natin. Dorado here getting caught. And look at that. A swing of the leg. Wala kay Marvin Ladines.
Frustrations coming out already. The intensity of the game.
And perhaps swerte dun. Na walang extra na ibinigay si si referee Michael Barajas, no? It looked like that might have been worthy of some extra action. Yeah, yellow card perhaps.
Yeah, you know what we say sometimes, you know, after something like that, you apologize immediately. Minsan nagbabago yung isip ng referee. Hindi naman sinasadya.
Masaklap dun. Yung Mendiola pa yung galit kay Dorado. At this moment, we've got an opportunity to send you down a pitch side where Nina Alvia has a report for us.
Going back to the previous weekend where Stallion Laguna FC was hit with their first loss of the season, head coach Ernie Nieras really had to sit them down to give them a talk. But when I asked what he did to boost their morale, sinabi lang niya, they don't need motivation, they needed a dose of reality. They have to follow and do things the way they think and do what was agreed upon. With the current score of 3-0 in their favor, it's really proving that they learned their lesson, and with today's game plan of staying in control of the match and Coach Ernie's constant focus shouts here at the pitch side, let's see if they'll be able to seal tonight with a win. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Nina. Well, they're looking on track here for all 3 points. But they look hungry to add to this scoreline. Dorado. Delayed. In the end, it was too late. As Theo was making the run out wide. Mapapansin mo dito sa mga recruit ni Coach Ernie Nieras. Grabe yung firepower ng mga foreign contingent niya. And talagang Americas ang hunting ground nito ni Coach Ernie Nieras, from Brazilian, Argentinian, Mexican, and of course from the USA as well. Si Junior Sam lang ang naiiba, and he's gonna be the one who's gonna enter the match shortly. But grabe, I mean, when you look at the 3 substitutions that he made at halftime, we're seeing the impact that Ivanovsky has had, and Theo as well. It's a different sort of speed and tempo that we're seeing from this team.
Yeah, and definitely the power has to play into this. They are taking shots from way outside, and even their switches of play, really powerful stuff. Like, and them being able to work together, the passing that they have is definitely a threat, which is why probably a lot of people are surprised with the results lately of Stallion.
Pickering getting forward. The 2 Brazilians enjoying themselves on the right side of Stallion's attack. Dorado getting drawn a bit more centrally. Hamed able to release Ishikawa. Getting that into the middle for Sajad. Just a little bit beyond. Now Ivanovsky is with his head up. Galiana, one-on-one. Arenya holding firm. Or rather, Jel Sison. Sonable. It's back-to-back touches here for Ishikawa. It's got to be some sort of miracle.
Just not moving it forward the way he wanted to.
Spotting the run of Sajad here. And Silva pokes it away and has a few words for Sajad as well, who he felt went down a little too easily. Spraying that to Dorado. Lovely ball from Galiana. Hinahanap yung takbo ni Finn McDaniel off the crossbar. Incredible accuracy mula kay Dorado. Ivanovsky playing it to Galiana. It's a great through ball. And Jamadi playing it into the channel. Dorado, good run on the overlap here. Theo, is that a penalty? Yes, it is. Impact off the bench. Doing exactly what has been asked of him, causing all kinds of problems on that right flank. Mateus Oliveira de Moraes. May yellow card pa dito. Let's have a look at it here. Oof.
Sobrang late tackle, sobrang bilis. The pace of the passing of Dorado, de Moraes, just getting into the box, trying to find their point man, Finn McDaniel up top. Nahihirapan na yung Mendiola to hold that back line and to prevent Stallion from getting another goal. So,
Jacob Tanyamor ang mabibigyan dito ng yellow card. Forced into an act of desperation as that ball ended up behind him. And perhaps didn't need to lunge dahil nandun naman yung teammate niya. Looked like it was maybe Marvin Ladines who was there. But in the end, yung reflex niya was to lunge. Now it's going to be a penalty here. Question is, who's going to take it for Stallion? Likely going to be Finn McDaniel. Missed one against the Gig 2 matches ago. Then was presented with a follow-up that he smashed off the crossbar. This would be a good opportunity to erase that memory and replace it with a better one.
yes, as we wait for that, I'm very curious. Is this a cooling break that we're having now? Penalty was called. We have some treatment going on the pitch.
Self-imposed hydration break.
You can see the intensity of the game in the eyes of the Mendiola players. Talagang pagod na pagod sila. Lalong-lalo na si Season na buong gabi niyang katapat tong si Galiana, which is no easy feat. But he's done pretty well considering what he's up against.
Junior Sam has checked into the game for Magson Dorado. But all eyes are on Finn McDaniel as he looks to get back onto the score sheet here from the penalty spot. One-on-one with John Bitaño. Stallion looking for their 4th of the match. Griffin McDaniel buries it. 12th goal of the season and Stallion's 4th of the match.
Finally gets his goal in. It's been a long, frustrating 70 minutes for Finn McDaniel. Pero na-reward naman siya with this penalty that's so well placed. Alam mo, hindi ako shocked na ganito kaganda yung placement ng yung mga kapatid ni Finn McDaniel. Sobrang ganda rin mag-penalty kick. So, must run in the family.
Griffin McDaniel making no mistake there, burying it bottom left corner. And that pushes him up further in the leading scorers list. Oof, munti ka nang bumagsak yung bola for the quickest brace of the season.
Talagang may nag-feed lagi from the Stallion side. It's coming from both sides of the flanks. Papasok sa box ng Mendiola. Kaya naiintindihan ko talaga yung pag-breakdown ng defense ng Mendiola. It is very tiring.
20 minutes to go. On the edge of your screen there, nakikita natin, nagre-ready na si Balot Doctora. One of the legends of Stallion Laguna. Ivanovsky's corner kick. Schaffner winning the duel with Hamed. Ivanovsky. Every time he has the ball, hold your breath. You wonder what he's going to do. So many white shirts inside the box. Nakarating kay Gabe Silva, but the header is off target. Ayan na. Ruben Balot Doctora.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yun yung intro ko sa'yo, ah.
Man naman sinabi ko sa kanya.
Balot Doctora, longtime captain for Stallion Laguna. And one of the best goal scorers in the history of Filipino football.
Looking fit, might I add.
He's had a bout of injuries as of late. But great to see him about to get ready to get on to this match. No longer a striker these days. He's been more of a midfielder, midfield destroyer.
That's what happens. You slowly move further back on the pitch.
Switch of play. Schaffner denied by Razonable. One of the players who has asserted himself reasonably well today para sa Mendiola, itong si Razonable. At ito na, ang mga reinforcements para sa Mendiola. Magkakaroon ng double substitution. Unang lalabas si Alexis Lampines. Papasok si Kirk Emancy. And next na papalitan ay si Marvin Ladines. And we will see the introduction of Silver Pormento.
By player number 16, Ladines Marvin, replaced by player number 8, Silver Pormento. Number 13, Lampines Alexis, replaced by player number 29, Kurt C.
And Schaffner getting the ball back. McDaniel has been pushed out wide dahil pumasok na dito si Junior Sam, who is the designated target man. Daniel finding a bit of room. And he went for it there on the tight angle.
Not the best of shots. You'd expect him to find their target man sa loob ng box.
I mean, that's been a difference this season. Talagang ramdam mo na may green light. Galiana out! Ball falling perfectly for the Mexican to find his second goal of the game. That's 5 for Stallion.
What a cutback by Ivanovsky. You were thinking that ball, palabas na siya ng goal line. And he snaps it back to find Galiana. What a pass, what a finish. As you can see here, almost the ball out, perfectly dropped to his teammate.
By player number 11, Boan
Ivanovsky pouncing on that one. And as you said, perfect pass, great first touch. And Galiana adding to this comfortable cushion. Sa ganitong scoreline, sigurado na tayo sa 3 points para sa Stallion Laguna. The question now is, how will this end in terms of a scoreline? Dahil there are no signs of stopping here for Stallion Laguna. Every time they score, sila yung nagmamadali na ibalik yung bola sa gitna. Akala mo sila yung naghahabol.
Hinahabol nila yung goal difference din kasi, you know, pag league style, that definitely matters. So, hinahabol nila yung goal difference with Kaya FC.
Michael Barajas. wanting for a little bit of a conversation. Wants to play quickly. Eventually they get going here. Junior Sam, so difficult to stop in these types of situations, but it's a strong tackle mula kay Jel Season, and they got all ball. Babagsak para kay Peña. Peña with a nice run. Can he find a teammate? Nasa likod lang ni Sam. At lalabas ang bola for a corner kick.
Good run for Peña there, finding the free space, receiving that well, but unfortunately not being able to connect with any of his teammates sa loob ng box. Good idea though from the young player of Stallion Laguna.
Christian Ivanovsky has had his fingerprints all over the second half. His corner kick. Under pressure. Pormento gets it forward. Sajad. Suporta mula kay Razonable. Loose lang yung touch ni Hajimadi. And Stallion so confident just to send that ball forward kahit walang numerical advantage. Basta nandyan si Junior Sam, ibigay mo na.
Mukha namang kaya niyang protektahan yung bola sa ibabaw.
McDaniel cutting out and in. And Stallion doing well to stifle Mendiola. Theo, so difficult to stop. McDaniel now trying to tee up Junior Sam. Last-ditch defending mula sa Mendiola.
It's been a very long day at the office for the defenders of Mendiola. Meanwhile, take a look at the passes completed of Stallion. Without a doubt, 200 in just 77 minutes compared to the 66 completed passes of Mendiola. And that tells you the story so far of today's game.
Wow. More than 3 times the number of passes completed of Mendiola. In that kind of game. Another good ball mula kay Ivanovsky. This time na punch away ni Betaño. Well stopped by Schaffner. And pressure ng Stallion. Mendiola have been struggling to deal with it. Caliana getting through, and it's another penalty. Claro. Jacob Tanyamor, the guilty party, got nutmegged. Wow. Talk about a compounding of miserable events para kay Jacob Tanyamor. Unang-una na nutmeg ka na. Nahuli kang humahawak. Pinamigay mo yung penalty, tapos na-send off ka pa.
Nagkamali lang siya sa lugar, like sa loob ng penalty box niya, kasi syempre mahirap naman ma-nutmeg and then papalampasin mo pa siya, parang add insult to injury pa. So hindi lang siya aware of the area he's in, and now Mendiola are in a deeper hole with 1 man less in the back.
Now he's gonna be on the wrong end of this highlight reel, that's for sure. Just the skill again from the wings para sa Stallion. They've been so deadly from the flanks. And this time, binigay ni Finn McDaniel kay Junior Sam ang responsibilidad. And it stopped. Nagmadali from the penalty spot. And Betaño was alert and alive in that moment. Theo now, they're going to get that into the path of Finn McDaniel. High fives all around. And perhaps the blushes of Tanya Moore have been spared here.
Yeah, it's always something special when a goalkeeper is able to save a penalty. Hindi madali mag-save ng penalty. 90%, 99% of the time, dapat yung kicker ay masushoot niya yung bola. Pero not this time, na-deny siya ni Betanyo.
Interesting option chosen there by Junior Sam na talagang nagmadali siya kunin yung penalty. Pagkapito, tinira niya kaagad.
You know, they are after scoring more goals. It seems hindi pa sila satisfied sa 5-0 nila ngayon.
Finn McDaniel couldn't find a teammate, and now there's room to run for Mendiola. Hajimadi's ball easily cut out though by Charles Pickering. Lovely turn, Sam. We're gonna cut inside between two defenders. Out wide now. Spasyo para kay Kirk Emansi at makakakuha ng much needed corner kick ang Mendiola. Meanwhile, player down is Renya. Made contact there with Junior Sam, who is a hefty fellow.
Yeah, just looking at the players side by side, just the physicality, talagang ma-overpower sila. And I think merong konting shin-to-shin action there as he tried to stop Junior Sam in his tracks. Able to win the ball, but just that contact, masakit talaga yon.
Tackle at your own risk. Kontra dito kay Junior Sam. And here we are going to get an introduction of Ruben Doctora Jr. Drawing cheers from the crowd that it is Peña who makes way. Substitute coming off.
By player number 9, Ruben Doctora, replaced by player number 68, Diego Peña.
Substitute being substituted. Not the first time that Coach Ernie Nieres has done that. It is a rare occurrence usually. Mendiola playing short. Ahmed Hajimadi now. Bit of trickery here against Matt Nieres. Let's see who wins this duel. Easy for Cortez in the end. Matt Nieres not falling for anything. Ang dalawang kapitan getting involved there. Beyond Schaffner. So 4 goals para sa Stallion Laguna dito sa ating second half. What has been the biggest difference para sa iyo, Belang?
I think yung early substitution upon halftime, yung fresh legs and yung power and yung desire talaga na umatake at umiscore ng mga bagong pinasok ni Coach Ernie Nieres ang nagdala sa Stallion Laguna. Nawala yung frustration na nararamdaman na nila, nagbi-build up ng first half.
I'm sure this will be a huge confidence booster para sa koponan ni Coach Ernie, or trying to get their title charge back on track after a loss to Davao, a draw to Taguig. And finally, they're going to be back in the win column. They still have 3 big games to go. Still haven't faced the likes of Kaya, Cebu. And they have also still to play United City. So those 3 matches could still very well decide who ends up on top. Of course, Kaya FC Iloilo currently nasa itaas ng ating standings. Davao Aguilas though still have something to say as they will be in action later tonight. So kung makuha nila ang maximum points kontra sa Taguig, not only will they be able to dampen a fellow rival's chances, but they will take solo first as early as tonight.
Yeah, with the format of the league this way, every game, every point, even every goal makes a difference in the end. So talagang kailangan i-push ng Stallion Laguna talaga tong game na to. And I'm excited to see the results of the Davao Aguilas and Wantagig FC game later.
Oof. Came off Doctora, but straight into the hands of his goalkeeper. Looking to launch a counter-attack here. Theo running at the defense, though. Galeana has pulled up injured. That's going to be a little troubling for Coach Ernie Nieras. Not a player you want to see injured. He's been instrumental today. Ivanovsky on the half turn. Medyo nag-iingkang-ingkang dito si Galeana. From that run earlier.
You know, yung situation na ganito, definitely siya ang player na you don't need to keep on the pitch, especially if you're saving him for important matches later on. His contribution has been really big already to the match.
Pulling the trigger from distance. Kirk MNC, no lack in confidence there. Ivanovsky had it taken away by Hamed. Anjimadi looking for support. Showed a little too much there. Banaynal had it taken away. And now Galeana, chance to get his third of the night. Just wide of the post. Substitution, Ishikawa coming off. Hiromasa. Frustrating evening for him. If you take a look at this chance.
Finn McDaniel with all those beautiful crosses and switches of play. But Galeana unfortunately did not get that perfect angle to finish off the shot.
John Marquez. Nakapasok para sa Mendiola. He'll be playing the final 3 minutes and added time of this match. Doctora.
Substitutions for Stallion
Out wide to McDaniel. Junior Sam. Junior Sam. Stopped by Betaño. McDaniel blocked. One more off the crossbar. Theo there. Looking to get on the score sheet as Betaño pulled out the heroics alongside his back line. Putting in a shift tonight. Nice little stop-start from Junior Sam. Showed a little bit too much to Betaño. And McDaniel is blocked. What a sequence.
Betaño coming out with his two defenders there. Very dangerous inside the box but did well. Napigilan niya naman si Junior Sam kasi kung ako yung goalkeeper pag tumatakbo si yung the likes of Junior Sam papunta sa akin, medyo kakabahan ako. Pero he came out strong just as a goalkeeper has to decide to come out strong, and he did it, and he prevented that 6th goal for Stallion Laguna.
Sinasabi nga nila, kailangan may ibang klaseng character ka kung gusto mo maging goalkeeper. Kasi napupunta ka sa mga sitwasyon na gano'n na ang regular na tao tumatakbo sa kabilang direksyon. Ikaw kailangan patungo ka sa paa ni Junior Sam. Now, Belay, it's been a pleasure having you here in the commentary booth, getting you back, calling PFL action, but you were just fresh from a trip in Bali with the under-17s. How was that trip for
You know, that trip was amazing. I think the girls really did well considering it was the maiden U17 Women's Asian Cup for the Philippines. I think they stood up to the challenge really well, getting that draw in Korea. You know, everyone had some thoughts and comments on what had transpired, but you know, we move on. We take this as a stepping stool towards greater things for this team. So look forward to that. It was a good experience for us.
So close to moving on and getting closer to the World Cup. But in the end, pleased ka naman sa performance ng girls?
You could not have asked for more. The conditions were very difficult. You know, actually, mas mababa yung temperature sa Bali than Manila, pero sobrang humid. And kung makita mo yung mga pictures ng field, malapit siya sa beach. So, mabigat talaga yung air. It was very difficult to breathe. So, just that adjustment from them and being able to perform despite everything thrown their way.
Fantastic to know that the next generation of women's team players are doing well. And the hat trick is completed. Fantastic ball from Finn McDaniel and finished off in style by Juan Diego Galeana. Make that 6 for Stallion Laguna.
What a player this Galeana. When akala mo tapos na siya, did not look like he could run up and down the field anymore. He finishes off a brilliant pass by Finn McDaniel. Just perfect finish to get it past Betanio. What a curling pass as well from Finn McDaniel.
Outside of the boot there. Go ahead. Smash that in. And he obliged. Great game.
If Finn McDaniel's not going to get the goal, he's going to get the assists.
Right, yeah. Got a goal from the penalty spot today, and he's added to his tally of assists. So all in all, a nice bounce back. Not only for Finn McDaniel, but for the front three of Stallion Laguna. And they could add more. Finn looking to thread through Junior Sam. Nice work there. Wala kay Banaynal. Si Junior Sam na lang yung nagkukulang actually from their attacking players. Kaso may chance dito ang Mendiola. Could they ruin the clean sheet? Yes, they do! That goal counts. Kirk Emanci getting in behind to make it 6-1. A consolation to ruin the clean sheet of Stallion Laguna. And he's gotten through right at the death of this game.
And you know, this is why we talk about fresh legs, bringing them on and how important they are, because he was still running, he was still fighting for that ball. Look at that sprint towards the ball, beating the back line of Stallion and finishing it off, beating Cortez right before the whistle blows.
Final kick of the game ends up in the back of the net, and it makes this scoreline 6-1, a 5-goal difference. A bit of a point of frustration para sa Stallion Laguna na hindi nila na-preserve ang clean sheet, but at the end of the day, ang pinaka-importante, maximum points, +3 in the standings, and a much-needed confidence boost para sa Stallion Laguna.
Yes, this was really what they needed after that, to bounce back, make a statement saying we are not done. We are here to go for that title. And Mendiola did what they could. They did really well. They had moments where they were showing na kaya nilang tapatan ng Stallion, but in the end, masyadong malakas yung attacking threat ng Stallion para sa Mendiola tonight.
So for the time being, aakyat sa first place ang Stallion Laguna, tied on points with Kaya, but with a better goal difference than the defending champions. But of course, maglalaro pa ang Davao Aguilas in a few minutes. Our man of the match, probably no surprise, no, given the goal scorers na nakikita natin on your screen right now. Some love being shared here between Finn McDaniel and Hamed Hajimadi. But all in all, a happy day para kay Coach Ernie Nieras, as they are back in the win column, and with a performance that you'd say he would be quite pleased by.
Yes, this is a really good performance overall for Stallion. Man of the match in my book could have been any of them. Could have been Galliano, could have been Dorado. Just unselfish play, diabolical in their passing, na-thread nila yung bola. Talagang kala mo sobrang sikip na yung depensa. They still find their teammates in it. They look like they've been together, working as a machine for how many years now. Amazing, amazing work from Stallions.
All positive for Stallion Laguna as we send you pitch side now with our moment, man of the match.
Here with me is the moment man of the match, Juan Diego Trujillo. So Juan, congratulations. You had 3 goals, you had an assist. How do you feel about winning today's game?
Well, first of all, it's great to be back here. It was a hard loss last week, but we managed to keep working the week to face this match and to give it all like we always planned. So I'm glad we got these 3 points, but we have to keep on working.
So you did mention the loss last weekend. So from that loss to a very dominant 6-0 win, what mindset were you guys in?
No, that we had to come all for it, or else like it was gonna happen the same. We can't be taking our time, but we have to just press, and keep on going.
So now what is your expectation coming into the next weekend?
Same, work hard for the win. We must have 3 points again, and we're gonna work hard for it.
Thank you so much, Diego, and congratulations. Back to you.
Grabe, si Nina, kinalimutan naman si Kirk Emancy. 6'1 naman. 6'1. But congratulations to our moment man of the match and well-deserved para kay Juan Diego Galliana who bagged a hat trick tonight. And they did get one off a set piece as well. So may assist pa nga itong si Galliana. But some great goals scored by Stallion Laguna. 5 in the second half.
Terrific second half for them, definitely. The game changers came on and changed the game they did.
And this one, napunta sa path ni Galliana. Not one of the moments where he was able to find the back of the net. And this one, so close mula kay Finn McDaniel off the crossbar. Eventually, he did find the back of the net from the penalty spot, burying that one expertly well. Bottom left corner. Pero hindi pa tapos ang Stallion. In fact, they were so hungry to keep scoring in this match. And Ivanovsky amongst those that were the difference makers in this game. It could have been more. Actually, Junior Sam here from the penalty spot.
Great save. Even if he was rushing it, it was still a great save for Betanyo there, who prevented not only one, but a few goals that were really tough to save. So, malaki yung contribution rin ni Betanyo, pero ang Stallion talaga hindi nagkulang sa goal scorer. Kahit sino sa kanila pwedeng mag-score ng goal. And as you can see, pagpasok ni Junior Sam, nakarami kagad siya ng attempt. And this is one of the stops that I talked about. Betanyo coming out strong and taking their chances, but Theo fails to shut that one down. And as you can see, the bright spot of the night for Mendiola. C coming on in the second half and scoring that consolation goal for them.
Having the final word was Mendiola, but in the end, all 3 points going the way of Stallion Laguna. Davao Aguilos Yumac FC and One Taguig FC will wrap up our triple header on this Saturday. Davao looking to make it to the top of the standings if they can get 3 points against One Taguig. A fantastic matchup on the horizon, so make sure to stick around for that. For my partner Belay Fernando de la Cruz, Direk Koy Yopanko, and our pitch side reporter Nina Alvia, my name is Jing Hamlang. Thank you for watching and stick around for the next match.
People always try to put me down on the ground, but I never be jealous, cause I'm the right in their mind. In their mind.